Right, mad dog time. Here we go, brace yourself. Yeah. Okay, right, there we go. A bit of mad dogging going on there. Right, so today is Sunday. I made a video yesterday. Interesting video. So today I thought I'd come out and try something similar, but in a different place. Had a comment from Peter in Holland. Hi Peter, hope you're well. Thanks for commenting and watching, by the way. Yeah, I do use 1080p 60 frames per second. Several reasons really. The main reason is, well, a few reasons. The main reason is because my old PC struggles to move the files around, and sometimes it just kind of crashes, and I got fed up with it, so I just went back to 60 frames per second at 1080p. Seems to handle it quite well. Also, it uses up loads of space on your SD card, and that's another reason. And I suppose the other reason would be, when I think what the reason is, this is what Sunday mornings are all about. Out with your dog, fresh air, bit of sunshine, exercise. So the older you get, the harder it becomes to do the things you used to be able to do in your youth. Oh, how I wish I was 18 years of age again. So I'm going to shoot on 2.7K at 30 frames per second, so it's a good kind of like in between 1080p and 4K, I think. Right. Okay, filming. Right, so we're going to shoot on 2.7K at 30 frames per second. See how we get on with that. We'll try the zooms. Yep, all good. Excellent. Right. Try and thread our way, I think, through the wood. You can see it's very dense. Just take our time. Just be very mindful of our situation and where we are. Have ordered some protectors for the drone itself. Oops. Some propeller protectors. So I'm highest bidder on eBay at the moment. So hopefully we'll get those at some point. We'll win them. Ends later today. Okay, right. Okay, so I've never flown around here before, so as always I'm just going to take my time and go through the wood slowly, just to see if I can see something of interest. So yesterday I had a bit of a crash. I broke the cardinal rule. I was flying where I wasn't actually looking where I was going on my monitor, and hence I paid the price. Broke the cardinal rule. You should always fly where you can see where you're going. Don't go sideways because you can't see where you're going when you're doing that. Now there's a lot of people around here today, and I'm not expecting to see anything. This is really just a bit of a flight comparison to see what 2.7K is like compared to 1080p. It's going to be a slight difference, I'd have thought, but my old PC can handle it a lot better, which is obviously important. Oops, careful. Right. Should always just fly where you can see. Right, nothing much down there. Right, just take our time. Yes, I did look at another drone actually, DJI Avatar I think it's called. Got lots of protection in the form of like guards around the propellers and things like that, which obviously would make loads of sense for me, you know, because this is what I'm kind of doing at the moment. But they're coming in at around about £1,200 or something, £1,200, and I really can't justify that, to be honest. Not with what I do anyway. Okay. Ooh, there's a bit of a challenge there. I'm just going to go below that. Can't take it down too low, just because if I do, the drone will want to land automatically. So I've got to be careful and mindful of my height above the ground. But doing this, it really does sharpen up your skills on the old drone there. Yeah, it's a bit crazy really, but I do enjoy doing this actually. It's kind of therapeutic in a way. So it's a challenge, it's a good challenge with a drone, and I do like flying my drone. It's very easy just to belt it round aimlessly around a field or something, you know. It doesn't test your skills at all. You never know what you might see in the wood though, somewhere like this. Although I'm not going to see much today, I don't think. Let's have a bit of a zoom in, shall we? Can we zoom in? Yeah, there we go. Look. Let's try and navigate down there, shall we? Slowly. Through the woods we go. It's really just test your patience as well. Any slight little twig which is you're going to hit with your propellers, it will bring down the drone. So it really does test your ability, your flying ability. If you can fly in places like this, then basically you can fly a drone anywhere. Just got to be a little bit patient at times and really keep your eye on your surroundings. Okay. What I'm going to do in a moment is switch to 4K. Okay, I'm just going to get myself out of the woods first. Then I'll fly myself back in again. Okay. Right, so that was 2.7K. I'm going to turn it around. You'll basically see where I've been. So I've basically been in there. Right, changing over, if I can, if it allows me, over to 4K. I don't know if I can do that whilst in flight, actually. Right, it's not letting me. Right, it's not letting me do that in flight, unfortunately, so we won't bother with that. We go back into the woods. We get back to my position where I am. We navigate our way back. Oh, bit of a glitch there. Got a bit of a glitch. Don't want it glitching on me. That's a bit disastrous when you get glitches. Oh, don't go sideways. You don't know what's sideways, Andrew. You need to go forward all the time. That's how I crashed yesterday, by going sideways. Yeah, you can see an awful lot more on the PC screen than you can when I'm looking at my monitor. Yesterday I missed a deer twice It's not as if I was that far from it either. Right, there's a twig just above me, so I've got to be mindful of that. Okay. Right, slowly making my way back to myself. Can't go up too far because I don't know what's above me. So I'm just trying to figure out whereabouts I am. Let's go over this way, I think. I think going this way is towards myself. No, I think I need to go back this way actually. Right, if I go this way, if I go in a straight line this way, I'll get back to myself. So we'll try that. Right, I think I'm starting to hear it now. Right, it's getting closer because I can audibly hear the drone. Here we go. And there we go. A safe navigation through the woods. Back in one piece. I don't think I've seen anything. I couldn't see anything on my phone here, but I might spot something on the PC later, but I don't think there's anything around here. Just because it's busy here and it's not far from Swindon. A lot of people here on a Sunday morning walking their dogs, so the chances are that there's probably nothing around here. So they're probably out there somewhere. I think probably out of the wood. There we go. Okay, so we are now going to go off the beaten track. I'm not sure whether this is an animal trail or a man-made trail. Looking down to see if I can see any prints. That looks like a dog to me, so this is probably a man-made trail, but it's always nice to get off the paths and into somewhere like this, because you've got more chance of seeing something interesting when you're off the beaten path, let's say. Okay, so I've encountered a bit of a problem for some reason. Not sure whether this is a PC problem or a drone recording problem. I did have problems with the SD card failing to capture a video, which I tried later on in this video, but it wouldn't capture it. So what I should do now, I shall now go to a screen capture, because I can play this particular file in my player, and for some reason it doesn't want to load it onto my edit suite. It might be the 4K issue, which I sometimes get. Okay, so whilst I'm making my way to wherever I'm going, I'll give you a bit of an update regarding my work situation. Right, so been looking for work. Nothing has really come up as of yet. I'm really just biding my time, let's say, waiting for the council to get back to me regarding what they're going to do with me with my taxi license. I think the longer it goes on, because I had my interview on the 30th of January, and I think if they were going to just let it lie there, they would have got in contact with me already. But as time goes on, I think they are making some kind of a case against me to take me to court. Bit drastic, really. It's my first offence, if you want to call it that, driving a month or so without my taxi badge. It expired. A bit overkill, perhaps, taking me to court, but I think they're after money. I think they want to make an example of myself. I think they now probably have collated some evidence, I suppose, and they've probably gone to the courts to get a date. They're now waiting for the courts to come back to them with a date, which they're probably going to send me. I think the longer it goes on, that's probably what the case is going to be, because they could have said to me a week or so later, I mean, we're pretty much halfway into February now. They could have said, like, in the first week in February, okay, Andy, you've done wrong, you've learnt your lesson, and we'll, don't do it again.
You're a naughty boy! He's a very naughty boy!
I think the longer it goes on, the more chance is that it's going to go to some kind of a court somewhere, I guess. I mean, I don't know. I don't really need it, to be honest. I mean, I'm down at the moment. Why kick a man in the teeth when he's down? It makes no sense at all. This time off has done me the power of good, because, I was like a dog with a bone when it comes to work. I just couldn't stop, working, basically. When you're self-employed, you've got to kind of make your own luck. You get no sick pay, there's no holiday pay, there's no pension, so you've got to work as much as you can. That's basically what I was doing. I was pretty much killing myself. But this bit of time off I've had, it's made me, I've had to stop, basically. I've pretty much had to stop and reassess my future. Yeah, it'll be okay. I'll be fine. Once we find our new house, I think we'll be okay. Seems like there's an old abandoned building in there, so we're going to take the drone in and have a bit of a investigation, I think. See what's in there. Okay, so we have flown the drone in some interesting places today. A bit different to the norm, I suppose. A bit spooky in that little kind of hut back there. I'm not sure what that was once upon a time. I think it might have been an old railwayman's hut or something, I don't know. Signal point, or I don't know what it would have been, to be honest, but looks like someone's got in there and made it a bit of a squat. A bit messy in there, wasn't it? I thought I might see a dead body or something in there. You just never know what you might find. Anyway, so we've flown the drone today on 3 different modes. We've tried 2.7K at 30 frames per second. Then I switched to a bit of 4K. Not sure how that's going to be, mind. And then I did some 1080p at 60 frames per second in that spooky hut back there. So let's see what it's like on YouTube, whether there's a marked difference between 1080p at 60 frames per second and 4K. I did get a warning on my SD card that I was running out of space, so I did knock it down from 4K to 1080p just to try and extend it a little bit. Anyhow, so I'm heading back towards the car now. I've got about a 10-minute walk or so, and it's been a lovely day. The sun is still beaming in the sky there, overexposing everything, I suppose. I don't know. And we'll see what kind of footage we get from what I've got today. Anyway, I just want to say thanks for watching, because this is the end of the video. I'll see you again on the next one. Not sure when that's going to be, but be sure to like and subscribe for more updates. Anyway, thanks for watching. Take care. Bye for now.